everyone, how are you today? Namaste, it's Tanya here on this beautiful full moon. I decided to do my weekly episode of Awakening, or Activating and Awakening, the Witch Within a day early to just help with this very intense moon that everyone seems to be experiencing. Whenever we have, I'm not an astrology expert by any means. Hi, George. Nice to see you. But I do know that Scorpio's on the polar end, opposite end of Taurus. And to me, that tells me that we're really integrating and merging these opposite ends of the polarity spectrum that we are experiencing. And so the intention for today is to just help bring in some peace and balance and kind of settle the intense energies along with the solar flares and the Schumann resonance and everything that's just kind of kicked everything up to kind of just really help to ease and settle that into just ease and grace and flow. So I'm going to take a quick minute to share this out in a couple of places, if I can find it here. And I definitely welcome you to share out. Hi, George, if you would, that would be wonderful. The more we have here, helping each other, supporting one another, and the better. So just give me a second here to share that out and we will get started. Where is my video? Here we are. It's amazing the lag. So I'm just going to share this real quick. We are live. We are live now. And shared. Okay, great. So that's done. And so I'm just gonna kind of light a candle to start out, and just kind of invite you to, just come into the moment. So whether you're watching this now, whether you're watching this later, on replay, I'm going to be saying everyone's name who posted that they'd like to be included in the healing today. And just I'm just going to set this intention in the space and open the container that this is a safe space filled with only love and light and the highest vibrational frequencies of our physical support team or non-physical support team. Only love and light can enter this space. I welcome everybody to just take a deep breath in, calling in all aspects of you throughout all time and space, throughout all dimensions and planes, both known and unknown. Hi, Christy. And just breathing in all aspects of you right here, right now, fully recalibrated to the highest vibrational frequency that is for your highest and best. Breathing in the sun, the central sun of the cosmos. You don't need to know where that is. Through your crown, through the top of your head, agreeing with your oneness with the center of the universe, the center of our cosmic heart, and just agreeing and aligning in with that oneness, and breathing up the crystalline core of Mother Earth, feeling grounded, feeling supported, and just feeling that breath flowing through from the center of the cosmos, through your central channel, meeting at your heart, and then traveling down into the center of the earth and coming back up. And with this moon energy, it's a great time to be releasing. It's a great time to really kind of take stock and say, this isn't serving me anymore, and I'm ready to let this go. So right now, I just kind of, while I'm reading everyone's name, I invite you to think about what you'd like to release. Hi, Elizabeth. Just think about what you'd like to release right now. What's come up that's just not serving you anymore, and that you are ready to fully let go of. And you don't have to be the same person you were 5 minutes ago. So, public service announcement number one, we have the capacity and the ability to change into a new, more embodied version of ourselves anytime. And it's just about no longer picking up those old pieces anymore. And this is the work I do with my clients, really helping them to, not pick up those old parts and let what we release in this time really go and be okay with letting it really go. So I'm just going to burn a little sage. And even though you might not be able to smell this through the screen, just letting this cleansing, grounding, opening, arriving in the now moment, letting yesterday go, letting tomorrow go, and just becoming in, letting all of these parts go so we can become our highest and best. I'm also going to light a little Palo Santo for everyone. And this really helps to further the releasing, to further the, the energy that's coming up, that's ready to be let go. And Palo Santo has a very sweet, kind of very interesting smell. If you've never used it before with your, when you burn sage, I highly recommend trying it. It's a beautiful cleanser of the space. So just sharing this with you and setting the space for the intention for everyone that's here watching live, and for those, hi Jamie, and for those, hi Tara, for those who commented on the previous healing thread. I'm just going to call everybody's name and, invite all of us into the center of this big circle, and we can even picture everyone just holding hands in the center of a circle, supporting each other in our release work and in our becoming more and more of who we came here to be, and embody that light, and being comfortable in shining out our truth, and being comfortable with being bold in the world and not having to hide anymore. So I call in Moya, Terry, Lisa, Dolores, Marie-Louise, Jen, Ian, Sharon, Diane, Claudia, Natasha, Robin, Mary Beth, Joy, MK, Tanya, Patel, Beck, Christy, Teresa, Danny, Rebecca, Amanda, Jamie, Joe, Shadia, Bawana, George, Susan, Howard, Tara, Jamie. Janice is here now. Perfect timing, Janice. Enrique, Bubis. And feel free to invite anyone into the circle that needs a healing today, that could use some energetic support. And just seeing us all holding hands and feeling the vibrancy of this powerful group of beings who have gathered to get together today, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay. So we're going to start with the cleansing ritual. So whatever comes to mind that you are ready to let go of, ready to release at this time, I invite you, you can either write it down or just have it in the forefront of your brain. I am letting go of anything closing off my throat chakra. I'm doing a good job today. Just really being able to speak my truth and shine my light and not hold back anymore. So that's just one example. We can let go of fear. You can let go of any health concerns, any worries that you're carrying around. Just whatever it is that's coming up into your experience right now that's not working. Our external reality is a great mirror for what's happening in the internal realms. And when we can recognize that, we're experiencing things that we don't prefer, we can say, hey, I don't prefer that, and invite that thing that we're not preferring into this releasing ceremony. So as we are standing around energetically, holding hands, you can picture a fire in the center of the circle, and in this fire, underneath it, there's a vortex of energy. So it's almost like the top of a tornado is sitting underneath this fire, and the vortex is traveling down with the bottom of the tornado plugging in now right into the center of Mother Earth. And just start throwing what's no longer serving you into the fire, knowing that this vortex of energy is picking it up and transmuting it. It's coming into the center of the earth. Just like the trees breathe in CO2 and release oxygen, Mother Earth is breathing in these worries, bringing in the fears, the non-preferred items that we are carrying around, breathing in these old versions of ourself. She's taking them away, and just let her carry these for you and transmute them and turn them into oxygen that everyone can benefit from and get a healing from. A little light language is coming through to assist with this. And that's just assisting the, it's a frequency of light, so it's not meant to be understood by the conscious mind, and it helps to further pull these things out of our field. And sometimes, when we're letting go of things, it's a little scary of, okay, who will I be if I don't have this codependency loop, or I don't have this pattern in my life that's always been there. I'm really used to this pattern. I'm really used to being in lack. It might suck, and I know I want more abundance, or I know I want more love, or I know I want whatever it is that you're wanting to call in, but letting go of the things in order to bring that in can be a little scary. So it's really about being okay with who you are without these patterns in your field. So if you know that you have a pattern that you are ready to release at this time, just see it go into that fire. See it transmuting into the love that's here for us right now, and that we're all holding this circle and this space together and witnessing you being willing to put down that old way of thought, that old way of being, that old cycle that you came into this life more than likely to clear. A lot of us, especially healers and light workers and people on the spiritual path, we came here with really big to-do lists, spiritually speaking, really big things to clear out for our ancestors, for our lineage, from our past lives, all of these places that we were experiencing these patterns before in other ways and in other spaces. And in this lifetime, we just said, hi, Susan, in this lifetime, we said, we're going to do this. I'm getting it done. I'm ready to cleanse and, purge these areas of being that are not serving me anymore. So as people are hopping on right now, hi Natasha, we're just in this beautiful circle. We're all holding hands. I called the names in of everyone who, wanted to be invited in this healing, and we're just all sitting in a big circle holding hands, and there's a fire in the center of the circle that is, that we're throwing our what we're releasing into. And underneath this fire, there's a beautiful vortex going, it's like a tornado going down into Mother Earth, just absorbing all of these things we're ready to let go of. Any physical pain, any emotional pain, any mental pain, any struggle, any place where we're over-efforting and we're tilling the soil and, getting ready to plant new seeds. Getting ready to really let these patterns go for good. Oh, hi. Oh, I. Oh, hi. And in this moment, I want everyone to picture your higher self coming in and standing in front of you. And just make eye contact with that eternal aspect of you that is timeless, ageless, miraculous in its expression, expressing itself as you in form in this life right here, right now. And I just want you to connect with that higher aspect of you and imagine yourself looking in his or her eyes and just saying thank you. Thank you for getting me to this point in my life. Thank you for the connection that we have, that I know that that we're one, that I am you and you are me, and just acknowledge that sometimes we do get trapped up in the workings of 3D life. We have to. We came here to be human. I was talking to somebody the other day, like, am I really human? It's going to be a talk that we're going to do on a future interview, and it's like, yeah, we are really human, and we came here for a reason, but just to be able to connect with that higher aspect of ourself that is ageless and timeless, and really meet them in the eyes and say thank you, and allow them to support you. Allow this higher aspect of you to just really support you right now. There's a couple of people that I'm feeling it's a little bit challenging for you. That's okay. This is, use your imagination. If you feel something, that's great. If you don't feel anything, that's okay too. There is no right or wrong way to do this. One of the ways that you can help strengthen this connection is to do some mirror work. I invite you to, just go in front of the mirror and, when you're looking in your eyes, seeing that eternal being that's there staring back at you, and just say, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And that helps to kind of strengthen that connection. And as we get used to establishing this connection and experiencing it more and more, we realize we can bring it in a moment when we're frustrated, in a moment when we're having a bad day, in a moment where we need that extra support. We can remember, oh, higher self, we're one. Okay, we've got this. We've got this. So just as you're experiencing that higher aspect of you, I just invite you to, see them almost getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller to, kind of this nano size being, and just plant her, him, right in your heart. There's a vortex of energy that sits right behind our heart, and it's a portal. We're all walking portals. It's an amazing thing. And when we activate that spark there and start feeling and working with that eternal aspect of ourself in that spark, and we let our soul lead the way, and we start letting our actions and our day-to-day lives being led from that soul place, everything else does have a miraculous way of just falling away. You know, we are moving from this place of, you know, divine aligned action and knowing that we're here on purpose. And no matter how it's looking, no matter how it's going, we're not defined by these things. We are not defined by a number, you know, in a bank account. We're not defined by the jobs that we go to. We're not defined by the roles that we live. You know, we are so much bigger and so much more expansive. And yet, it's part of our humanness, and we came here to experience all of that. And just letting everything that we do experience in our human day-to-day reality be okay. You know, acceptance is such a powerful tool, and taking that full and total responsibility for our lives and our choices, and not trying to be perfect about it, not judging ourselves when we fuck up. Like, oh well, you know, next. Like, really not holding ourselves to some higher standard that nobody else has. So, you know, I invite in this releasing ceremony to look at any place. Where am I expecting myself to be perfect? Where am I expecting myself to, you know, show up for others in ways that maybe I'm not comfortable with? You know, where am I saying yes when I want to say no? Where am I saying no when I want to say yes? And, you know, just invite you to release those ways into this sacred fire that we're holding in the container where we're all sitting around right now, saying, I'm releasing the perfectionism. I'm releasing the trying too hard. I'm releasing what's no longer serving me. And I'm inviting the higher aspect of me, the eternal part of me, to merge with my experience, and together we're going to go forward and fulfill the mission that we came here to fulfill. You're doing it right now. You've never stopped doing it, even if it felt otherwise at times. So just keep breathing into the space. Feel free to comment if you want to, of what you're letting go of, and we'll all hold that space of what we're letting go of together. I'm seeing dancing children, a lot of very happy inner childs right now who are like, oh, freedom, you know, let them out to play. Life is meant to be played with. It's meant to be enjoyed. And especially with how intensive a day-to-day is, it's very easy to let go of the playfulness and forget about it. Like, how do I play when this is going on and when that's going on and when I'm angry about this? And, you know, I'm even a little mad looking at the news the last couple days. You know, I'm like, you know, wanting to go picket, you know, like, oh my God, this is insane, you know, and just coming back, okay, this is all coming up to be healed. This is all coming up right now for a reason, and that doesn't mean we have to let ourselves get thrown off course. And to use our anger as fuel and use our anger as the power that it came here to be. It's not about making our feelings wrong. So just breathe that in. All of my feelings, no matter what they are, no matter when they come up, they are exactly what they're meant to be. So the energy's kind of winding down. I want to thank everybody who participated in this healing today with sharing your gifts and your intentions for everyone to, have this container to sit in together and to release what's no longer serving us and to breathe in the higher aspect of ourselves into being. And that, more releasing happening. And that, this energy is going to continue to run until complete for you. So for some, that's going to be in dream time tonight, that you're going to have, pay attention to some of your, if you do dream and you remember your dreams, try to jot them down in the morning and take a look at them. I also do dream interpretations for my clients, so that's always something fun. That's our subconscious messages that are, you're welcome, Jamie, that are, coming forward that may not, have appeared in other ways, and our dream time is very, very amazing for that. And just invite you to be gentle with yourself, to have fun, to play, to allow yourself to, receive life around you, receive the flowers, receive the sun, receive the smiles that you get from strangers. Just really start playing around with, I receive life, I receive life, I receive life. And, the more and more we're able to receive life and focus on what we're receiving and focus on all the good in our life, it's a universal principle. What we focus on grows. And our brain is hardwired to focus on what's not working. It's just absolutely hardwired. This isn't working and that's not working and I need to fix this and I need to fix that. And it's okay to have those, but then the moment that you have them, just kind of recognize, well, what would I prefer instead? What would I like to be experiencing instead? And just breathe in what that opposite thing is and receive that. Even if it seems totally crazy in the moment, like just start receiving life in a way that maybe you haven't allowed yourself to receive it before. Start receiving the heart that exists inside of your being, receiving your higher self back into you. And if you ever want to take any of this work deeper, I am a transformational catalyst. I do help people change their lives, and it's a pleasure to do the work that I do. So if you're ever interested in knowing more about what I do or possibly working with me, just shoot me a message and we'll go from there. But I just want to say thank you to everybody who participated today. And like I said, the energy is going to keep running until it's complete for you. Pretty much everybody will be done by tomorrow morning. If you want to leave a glass of water out tonight to sit under the moon, and then you can even put a top on it so stuff doesn't fly in it or whatever, and drink it in the morning. That can also help with the releasing. I'll be leaving some crystals out tonight and my moon water to drink in the morning. So just winding down the energy. Everyone in the circle can just kind of squeeze hands and say thank you for participating. Thank you for being here. Even on this energetic plane, we have just infinite amounts of support, and how beautiful that is that we have that level of support available to us. We are not going through all of these changes and shifts alone. So that always feels very beautiful to be able to breathe that in and know that. So I'm closing the portal right now with thanks, with gratitude for everyone's guides and teams who came in and assisted with this healing. Archangel Metatron, Archangel Sandoval was here, Archangel Michael, Kuan Yin was here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting us, and thank you so much for being here. And until next time, bye for now. Much love, much light, and I will see you very soon. Bye.